Good morning, Facebook family. This is Maw Maw Martin. I just wanted to come on real fast. I'm up early on a Sunday morning. Going to throw together a quick pot of Brunswick stew. Our family loves that, so I thought I would share that with you. I'm going to show you the ingredients, and then as I start to make it, I'll come back on and show you. This is the Boston butt that I cooked during the night. It got a little crusty on top, but that's okay. I'll show you how tender it is once I start breaking it apart. In this bowl, I have put some of its broth, and I'll add some water and some rice. My family really loves that. I'll go over that later with you too. So some of the ingredients are, I've got my eye real hot. I'll show you why in a minute. So I use whole kernel corn, English peas, and of course that's my rice for just my rice. And then I use ketchup, any kind of barbecue sauce that you would like to. Sometimes I use 57 sauce. It just depends on what I have. Okay, the butter doesn't go with it. That was for Papa Martin's oatmeal this morning. The Paws sauce you will not be able to find. That is just a family recipe that my son gave me for Christmas. That was my dad's barbecue recipe. So that is very, very special to me and my family. So I will come back on in a few minutes and share with you as I start the Brunswick stew. Thanks. Okay, I'm back. I am shredding the Boston butt. Like I said, I cooked it all night long, like on 250. That really depends on your own oven to but very low. But you know, you can cook it ahead of time just on slow. The longer you cook a Boston butt, the more tender it is. So I have put some over into my pot. I have used some of the, excuse me, I didn't mean to fog you up, some of the broth from it and just let it simmer. One thing I did not mention a while ago, I had cooked some chicken ahead of time, or you can use a can of chicken, boneless chicken breast, and I just dump it in. So this is going to be real fast this morning because, like I said, it's Sunday morning and I've got to get ready and head to church. So then I add my can of corn. I use these English peas. They're very, very small. Whatever English peas you would like to use, dump them in. As you can see, I'm not draining anything. It gives you more liquid in your Brunswick stew. And then you start adding your sauce. So I put barbecue sauce, just whatever kinds that you would like. Ketchup, and a good bit of ketchup. I'll add some more in a few minutes. Then you add hot sauce, and that depends on how hot you want it also, because I use this. I don't have no special kind. I use different kinds, each kind. You can use several different kinds of barbecue sauce, and I always do. People do this totally different, but this is just my way. And my family has always loved it very much. But with the Boston butt, now that what's left, we can use as sandwiches also today to go along with the Brunswick stew, and plus the rice that I'm going to cook. I'm not sure in the background if you can hear my rooster crowing every now and then. His name is Red. I'll share his story one day. Every morning he is waiting on my front steps when I get up, and then he follows me around the yard when I'm out in the yard. I'm going to actually have to get my son Jason to make me some more of my daddy's barbecue sauce. That's normally not what it looks like. This has kind of got thick on me. But I think I've got, oh, and I always put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. So like you can tell, I just keep dumping, and I add some black pepper, and that's like, again, it depends on how you like your Brunswick stew. Okay, I'm going to turn it back up on. I guess I didn't ever turn it off high. All the liquid goes down. So here's the Brunswick stew. As it simmers, it will thicken up a little bit as it cooks out. And I'll share, after a while, the end results for you. And with my broth for my rice, I will just throw in some rice, throw it in the oven, and not sure how long it cooks. I'm one of these that never judges anything, so I'll try to get better on that, and I'll write this recipe down and share it later in the comments. Y'all have a blessed day. If you don't have a church or a church family, I encourage you to find one. It will be a blessing to your life because God is good always. Have a blessed one. I decided to share with you what the end results looks like. It only takes a few minutes. I forgot to tell you a while ago, everything is done that you are putting in it. So all you really have to do is heat it up. So I have turned the heat down to low, and it'll just simmer now until I get ready to go to church, and then when we come in, it will be ready. Okay, on my pot of broth from the Boston bud, I am going to add, I added some water, and then I'm going to add a cup of rice, and I have already added a little bit of salt. So I think I can do, in that amount, I think I can put another cup of rice. So let's add another cup of rice. I'll add a little bit more water, and we will have rice, barbecue sandwiches, and Brunswick stew for lunch today. The Brunswick stew, like I showed you, is very simple to make, and you can taste and decide if you need extra hot sauce, black pepper, or even salt. Usually the meat, I salt it when I start to put it in the oven to bake it. When I put my Boston bud in the pot, I just add water to the bottom, salt the top of the meat, and that is all. That way, I don't do any rubs or anything, because if I only use salt, then I can use that broth to make the rice. So after a while, I'll show you a picture of the cooked rice also. But again, y'all have a blessed day.